Hello there. We are on day 9 of Talk Through the Pain as we walk through healing, a journal that I have created, but you can use any journal. But today we are going to be talking about mental pain. And that, when I was thinking through the topics, I was thinking, I have definitely had the fear of missing out. And feeling completely exhausted by my calendar and just trying to keep up. And how I'd like God to heal me is by being content and helping me to keep my Sabbath. There's a scripture in the Bible in Exodus. It starts at chapter 20. It's through the 10 Commandments. Chapter 20, verse 8 through 11. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all of your work. But the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you nor your son or daughter, nor your male or female servant, nor your animals, nor your foreigner residing in your towns. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them. But he rested on the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. He's the one who made it holy. So why are we not trusting him with our time and with our fear that we're going to miss out on something? It is difficult in this day and age to turn our phones off. But we need to. We need to turn our phones off. We need to have silence and solitude at times. We need a Sabbath. I have been studying up on Sabbath probably for 8 years or so now, and Dale and I do pretty good to keep the Sabbath. Now, as pastors, what's interesting about that is, one, it's in the top 10, right? It's top 10 for a Christ follower. But as a pastor, what's interesting is if you look, you can see people that are just burning the candle at both ends. They are never having time for their families. They're exhausted. They get sick all the time, all of that. Well, we decided that that was a pace that we did not want to have anymore. And I was looking through what that could look like because sometimes at certain churches, a lot of the responsibility is on the weekends. Well, if you're paid by the church, my suggestion is to get a day off during the week. If you are not paid by the church and you are bivocational or a volunteer and you work a full-time job or you're home full-time and then you volunteer, there still needs to be time that you take away for Sabbath rest, time away. And I feel like the way that I see God in the midst of my pain with that is that he's the one who gives me permission, one, and then two, just that breathing room. And there is an app called Breathing Room by Sandra Stanley. It is very good talking about these things of where we are just overextended in our time, in our relationships, in our money. Anyway, it is fantastic, and I will link that below because that has helped me a lot kind of manage what I want to do because I don't like the word busy. I have an aversion to that word because I feel like all of us are. So what I choose to say is I'm limited, but I will put in my schedule what I want to put in my schedule. So please don't not reach out to me because you think I'm too busy. I don't like that. I may be limited, but if I can put it in my calendar, then I have made space for that. And just something, so I'll show you my 2023 calendar. So this is this week, and Sabbath is written in there. And it's written in there, I usually do try to take time off on Tuesdays for a day to myself, but that is a day where I spend with people. I clean my house, which I love, to just kind of set time away from that. That way on the weekends, Dale and I aren't doing that type of work. Unless, we want to, and then there's joy in that, but we need to make sure we set time away for ourselves, because it's something that we can do. It's just, are we going to choose it? And there always is that feeling like if we aren't doing it, we're not pleasing the people in our lives. I am a natural people pleaser. I am, and that is something that my coach and my therapist has been helping me with, because I love people and I'm compassionate and I want to. There's so much of that want to, but at different seasons of my life, different days of my week, I am very limited. So just knowing like what my boundaries are, and then filling it with the things that bring me joy and things that I'm capable of, then it makes that rest even better, because I'm going into it needing the rest. And then I'm coming out of it onto our Sunday ready to begin my week. So I hope that blesses you today. I would love to know any of your ways that you honor your Sabbath. There's lots of resources on Sabbath. I actually have given all my books to somebody who really wanted to learn that. So I don't have them like here, but I will tag a few as well as the Breathing Room app. So anyway, be blessed, and I'll see you next time.